Hey, this is me building and strategizing my 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes. What you're watching right here is a daily video series that follows the exact same framework. I always start by answering some questions. This means that you can ask any question that you might have about your business or personal, whatever, down in the comment section, and then I'll answer your question in tomorrow's video. Then I'll run you through business stats, which is me filling out this sheet every single day. I've done it for more than 100 days. It tracks the growth of my social channels, but also my cash, revenue, and costs. Then I do some to-do lists, so what I did today and what I'll do tomorrow. And then last but not least, I do some live strategy and how I'm planning to get to 1 million a year in personal profit. If you're new here, I've actually already taken 2 of my previous coaching businesses to more than 100k per month, which is 1 million a year if you do it consistently. But this time I'm doing things a little bit differently. All right, so this is the daily update channel you're currently watching right now. So what I always do is that I head into community and then I find a comment that I haven't interacted with. Let me sort this the right way. Let me see. So here, for example, from T. Good to see you, bro. Let me zoom in. I just dropped my phone. Don't you worry. We're still running it up. So T, hey Fred, this is a long message, huh? A lot of questions, and I know it from you, bro, so it's probably some good ones. Got some cues. For context, we help people start their own info products. Pretty fast, we found out that there is 2 main groups, the ones who want to start and the ones who want to scale. There are a lot more people who want to scale, though. The version 1 of the program we have now focuses taking people from high income skill to 20 to 30k a month with info, which also is a problem that I'll ask about shortly. Due to my inexperience in B2B info, so selling business to business instead of selling fitness to beginners, right? People that don't have a business and haven't purchased a lot of stuff online before, I'm assuming. We built out a program that is tailored more to a B2B audience, the ones that have a high income skill and want to begin info, but we're finding that there's not a lot of these people in the market. I might be completely wrong speculating that there are not enough people in this market. It might totally be our fault for not finding the right messaging to target these people. We are, though, attracting much higher level people who are looking for help with organic. Let me show you some pretty interesting stats here, bro. And for everyone watching this who is considering if the info space is a little crowded, or is there even a market for it, or what could it be, right? This is schoolers, right? This is everyone who has a school account with an active community, and it has 170 grand members, right? This means that there are 171,000 people who has a hobby or an interest or a skill who wants to create a school community to get people in so that they can make money and help these people, right? For context, this number was 50k 1 week ago, right? Then Homosi did the book launch and they did the school offer, and there's now been added more than 120 grand members, right? 120k new people who want to start a school community, I'm assuming, right? So I think, bro, there is probably a lot of people who want your help with taking their skill set and turning it into something that they can live off. So I think, don't you worry, it's just about the right messaging. The market perceives that this person I'm helping has an edge in organic attraction. Organic seems to be a pretty big pain point for info owners. The course that we have right now is principle-based, which turns off these people. Once I realized this, I remembered you saying in one of your videos that B2B wants implementation, B2C wants courses and experiences, so I had to come back. I think it's little bit, of course I said it in like a very black and white sense, but I do think that it's true. I think more sophisticated people who are already making money, they prioritize speed and implementation rather than knowledge. For example, me, I just paid someone $1,000 for an hour of this person's time because there is something in my messaging and positioning that I want to change, and I believe this guy is incredibly good at it. So I texted him, hey bro, what do you charge for an hour? I want to be better at this, and I want to learn some frameworks and some ways of going about it that I can then give to my clients. So he said, hey, 1k bro, and I paid him 1k, and I'll have a call with him this week. He hasn't sent me the calendar link yet. Then I'll talk to him about my messaging and positioning. It will take me 1 hour, and I get to fix the bottleneck that I have in my business. I will fix it, and then I'll get a new one, and then I'll pay someone else to fix it. And then all of the stuff that I pay for, which means that I become smarter, and I can give that to my clients in a fast and speedy way so that they can also go fast with implementation, right? So that's I think that is very, very true, because there is no beginners on this planet that would be like, a lot of you are right now are watching this thing and thinking, why did this guy just pay someone $1,000 for 1 hour? No one is worth $1,000 an hour. Of course they are. Of course they are. But that comes with me, because I will make probably 60K in profit this month. So if I can pay someone 1K to fix my problem so that I can maybe improve my business by 5%, then that's 3K added next month, right? So that's a good thought process, and you have to like challenge your own financial mindset there. Where the hell do we are here? So now we have a program that takes someone from 20 to 30K, which targets one ICP, and the organic system the market wants from us hits a completely different ICP. Okay. So our plan right now is to build the implementation so we can target the higher level ICP while still selling the current V1 for lower level ICP. Going back to the questions. Oh, yo, bro. First of all, I think it's a little bit confusing with 2 products for 2 groups of people. It's very hard to have a profile where you can communicate both, because if you speak to the higher level group of people, the beginners won't really understand it, and you don't really appeal to them because it's a different marketing. And if you talk to beginners, you'll scare away all of the experienced people. So unless there are 2 different phases, 2 different paid funnels, 2 different YouTube channels, I think this becomes a burden, bro. And I think the reason why you're doing it is because of like a scarcity mindset of, is there enough volume for us to scale? Can we make 200 grand a month with just one ICP? And I guarantee you can. Don't worry. There are infinite leads. But let's say, how would you price the offer in a way where clients become assets, not liabilities? My guess is that for the lower tier offer, the course for something like 6K with a bit of Slack support. So when they'll hit 20K, they'll want to scale and will come to the done with you with calls and the organic system. The done with you would be priced at something like 15K for 3 months. And if they want ongoing support, they renew just for access to the community, future updates, ongoing one-on-ones, and Slack support. The only way I see having ongoing revenue on the back end renewals. Interesting. I'll tell you the 2 things that I've personally done. And then you can kind of like learn from my experiences with it. So the first coaching business that I built, right, the point was simple: to take me, drag me out of operation together with my business partner. So to build a business that made us a good amount of cash flow while making sure that we weren't in the day-to-day operation. So that meant we had a fully outsourced sales team and also client success managers. So the product was pretty simple, right? It was like course, community, and unlimited one-on-one calls. The one-on-one calls were with client success managers. Course took care of the basic foundation. Community took care of community, right? Group calls, similar people, like-minded people on the same journey. And then, of course, one-on-one calls, as I said, with client success managers, right? Because I believe that this offer that you're mentioning here, bro, is for the beginners. And beginners need one-on-one. Like a beginner, you can give them a course. If a beginner has one question, they cannot move their business because they are too scared of that one question. Like one of the common things that we realized with our audience as beginners was like people wouldn't do the outreach and the work and what it took to start their marketing agency back then because they were wondering about that when they signed a client, how to pay tax of that client payment, right? And because all they could think about was tax fraud and what if I don't know how to like put it into the government page correctly, or can I charge through my personal bank account, or then that made them completely frozen when it came to actually doing the work that would get them the client. And there it was amazing to have a one-on-one client success manager who could always answer their questions and support them throughout this. So I think, bro, with beginners, you need one-on-one. It's very important, actually. But yeah, like I think you need like some CSM, like client success manager is really good for beginners there. So like maybe have like a 6 months program with course, community, and one-on-one, where the goal is to go from having an expert skill but making $0 to maybe getting to, I would not say 20 or 30K, bro. I would say 15K. Because you can hustle your way from 0 to 15. You can't hustle your way from 0 to 30. From my perspective, in my opinion. From 15 to 30, it's a bit of a different game plan than from 0 to 15. So I think what you want to do is that you want to ascend 15, and then you want to say to 50, because in my opinion, that's more likely of a realistic roadmap. So yeah, when they hit 15K, they'll want to scale, And then a reasonable price point is probably, I would say 10K, bro, for 3 months. I don't know, I can't remember your background, bro, in terms of how much social proof that you have, but for example, it's important to remember your place in the kind of like the hierarchy, that I butchered that word, but you get the point, in the consulting space of like, how much proof do you have, so what can you charge and sell? Like for example, I try to measure my client, the amount of money my clients are making and that my own businesses are making, to like find a sweet spot of like what I can charge. And I believe that me charging, right now I'm charging 9.5K, I'll probably charge between 10 or 12 for a 4 months mentorship. And I believe that is justified by me doing $3 million with my own offers, scaling my businesses to 14 full-time employees, 200 grand a month, and all of my clients right now doing combined 700K a month. And me having added 550K of that. So I believe that I'm in a spot where the value that I bring with my resume and the things that I've done and the methods that I have gives an incredible amount of value, you know. So I think, bro, consider the 15K. I would probably say 10K for 3 months or 8K, because 15K is a lot for people making 20K. Because making 20, 25K in a coaching business, pre-software, pre-setter, pre-tax, all that shit, I'll probably price this a little bit lower, man. I think it's fine. But yeah, the typical things that people renew for or upgrade, up or downsell, right, is that either people want more proximity, which is access to you, so they want more one-on-one, they want more group, they want more in-person, they just want more people access, more speed, right? Or they want new information that will get them to a new outcome. So here it's pretty cool that you can have a new course, new material, new methods. So like from 0 to 15K, like, bro, those skills and game plan is not going to get you from 15 to 50. So there's like new material, which is a selling point, which is pretty cool. And to get people to renew, bro, it's like people will typically renew something where they feel like they're getting the same for less. So what you can do is like, you can offer people renewals in terms of like get community and course updates and stick around with like maybe some one-on-one Slack support or some one-on-one calls even for less of the price than what they paid. Of course, ideally they renew on the same price, but see if you can get people to stick around. That's because it's a client you've already paid to acquire, kind of. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, but it's a good way of like having a front end offer, right, that solves their initial problem and then ascending people into like back-end mastermind. So get from 0 to 15K, make a living from your hobby, avoid your shitty 9 to 5. Then like when you're at 15K, get out of hustle mode, join our back-end mastermind, inner circle, VIP. It's like 12 grand. There's like one in-person event every 4 months or every 3 months. It's a new community with high-level calls with more access to you, bro, and some one-on-one with the founder team. Whatever, like just do a good framing of like this is what you get, right? How do you build a good B2B program? What does the implementation need to look like? Step-by-step SOPs or a bit of done for you? Stick away from the done for you, brother. You don't want to turn into the agency role, so consulting is what you want to do. B2B program is heavily like about frameworks. I like AIs a lot, so like you can have an AI GPT that, for example, helps people, that understands your ads frameworks, the ChatGPT that helps people script their ads. So they get the ads framework step by step written out. They just need to change some words and their messaging based on their offer. Then they get an AI that they can chat with to get it done and help them. Then last, you want to give them a checklist to like, you have X, Y, Z in place, and then you move on to the next phase. So like make it extremely speedy and nice and something that they can, quickly get done basically. Would you separate the do-it-yourself and done with your communities? I probably would, now that we're talking about two different people, right? Beginners versus established. If you have an established community and a beginner joins, I wouldn't. I think that's gonna hurt the community. So when it's two different people separated 100%, if it was the same person like I do, I sell to the same avatar, but with different levels of access to me, then I have just one community because all the people in there are the same, right? So yeah, I'll probably separate. I'm thinking that the main marketing messaging will have to be to the flagship done with you. While we're building that out, do you think it would hurt to push the DIY offer in terms of brand positioning in the future? Probably, right? It's a lot easier to position yourself. It's better to position yourself higher and as an authority expert helping establish people, and then once every 2 weeks promote, hey, normally I don't work with beginners, but I do have a few spots every month. Nothing too special, not my main focus, but if you want to get the sauce that my 50 to 100 grand a month clients are getting, reply to this story. That would be the only way this messaging conflict would work. But bro, you have one shot, man. If you do a marketing communication to beginners and you position yourself as a high level expert working with people doing 6 figures a month, then you're cooked, man. No one's gonna buy your shit, and that's just straight up. So I think, bro, that's you can never go back. It like people still some people in my audience still associate me with a beginner's course in terms of like how to start and scale your marketing agency. I'm fighting every day to show my competence. And having spent millions of dollars on ads, millions of dollars in revenue for myself, tens of millions of client revenue, I'm still fighting this battle. So be careful with that, man. Heard some people like to split up the program into monthly payments, something like a mastermind, so 3x 5K. Do you think that's a good idea? I just feel like it's unnecessarily and will increase the chance of churn. And also, since the course is consumable once, people could leave after 1 month because they got the value. Yeah, bro, you want to pitch it as a 15K transformation, right? And then if people ask on the call if they can split it up, then you want to be like, normally we don't do that, but if you're like, if that's the only thing keeping us from working together, I'm happy to do it in 2. And then they're gonna be like, can I do it in 3? And then you'll be like, normally we don't do it, but for you, bro, I'll do it. How about we do 8K up front and then 3.5K next 2 months? You just want to get as much commitment front end. That's just the main thing, you know. But it depends on your total cash collection percentage. Mine is 100%, and I have a lot of liquid cash, so I don't really mind people splitting their payments up if they have a good reasoning for it. Like I tell people that I'm a person that pay in full because that's the guy I want to be. I don't want to be, can I split it? But of course if it eases their mind and helps their cash flow and whatever, I'm fine with splitting it, you know. But sell it as a transformation, bro. That's important. Hold it as long. Anyways, thank you, Fred. Got you, bro. We're already 16 minutes in here. This was really good questions. I'll save the questions for tomorrow. So you're probably wondering where I was the last 2 days. If you're a recurring viewer and you're still here, I respect that for sticking around for 17 minutes of question answers. So I thought I just wanted to like run you through that before business stats. So I wanted to take the weekend off because, as you can see on my analytics here, if I go to lifetime, I've basically been posting for 100 days straight, and I just wanted to have a weekend where I took like a full reset, not having to show up for a camera and record, and also just to reflect on the daily updates. Is it something that brings me joy? Is it something that I want to continue with? And it is. I really enjoy it, so it's something that I want to continue doing. And also just to see the analytics, I wanted to see if there would be a very heavy drop in me not uploading. And as you can see, the 2 days where I'm not uploading are like 3.7 is like definitely below average, right? So prove the thesis right as well in terms of consistency beats the right content. So yeah, but let's do business stats. That's what you want to watch, right? 496 on the daily updates on my main YouTube channel. We're currently sitting on 6503. So now we have to fill out 3 days, right? Because I missed 2 recording days and I'm already always doing 1 back on track. So what I'll do is that I'll just do 6498. I'll just do this, and then because now I knew it. My OBS is cooked, and then right here, right, it's like 6503. Nice. IG. So 2824, and then 2813, 2813. Daily updates 496, right? So 496, 489. That's how we're gonna do it. That's just how it is. Fuck. How do we do this now? This was an agency client, 22nd of August, 4,028. And I have I own 33% of my marketing. What am I doing? So I made 1342. 1342. Nice. 1342. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then I spent $250 on a YouTube video edit and Riverside and something else. So that's all good. We'll get back to proper tracking tomorrow. Don't you worry. Very good. To-do list for today. It's Monday. I had client calls all day. Very good. An awesome day. Awesome clients. Can't complain. And yeah, that's it. That's it. What I did today. I had like 8 hours of calls. Answered all clients in the morning. Hit the gym in the morning as well. Then I had calls from 11 until 7:15 or something. Now it's 7:43. I just had dinner. I record this. Then I'll go for a walk. Then I'll hit the sauna. Then I'll answer all my clients and I'll go to bed. And it's been a perfect day, huh? How blessed I am that this is my life. For strategy, not a lot. It's 20 minutes now. I want to keep these videos at 20 minutes because I think that's worth. And I want to test myself in terms of like keeping it to around the 20 minute mark. Because I like the 20-minute length, and yeah, so that's good. People, we're back on track, like we never left. Sometimes it's good to take a step back and like be like, hey, is this going where I want to? Because if not, then I should probably stop the train, because the more you let it ride, the harder it is to stop. But I realized that I really enjoy these videos, and I have a lot of cool people that are watching these videos, and it's amazing. So I really appreciate you all, especially if you made it till the end. So thank you so much, and we'll see each other tomorrow.